All right. It's the beginning of the year. It's time to deal with insurance. It's time to deal with homeowners insurance here in Florida. Now, our blessing was that there were no named storms in this area at all last year. Hurricane season came and went with barely anything. Heck, we barely had any regular rain, let alone any named storms, tropical storms or hurricanes or anything resembling that. So the good news is that my homeowner's insurance actually went down. The annual cost of it went down $90. Now, at the same time, I've never had a claim. We've been with this company for 10 years or so, and we've never had a claim. Ever. So it's funny. They emailed me saying that they basically found that the best way is just the lowest rate is just to renew with the company we have. Okay. And it actually went down a little bit. Okay. All right. And if they could look at my auto insurance. Okay. I said, what the heck? We've been with a company that we're with now for, oh my goodness gracious, what? Let me think. 20 years? 20 years. And it's, okay. And we've had, over 20 years, I've had a couple of claims. One was a parking lot thing. I've had a few claims, like 3. One of them was a windshield, which you can do here in Florida. It's not a big deal. They want you to have a good windshield. They don't count that against you. And every year I look and see if there's anybody out there who is offering a better rate for us. And my family situation, we have 260 plus people and a 35-year-old. We kind of all do it together because it's been cheaper. And anyway, the people who do our homeowners insurance wanted to look at it, and they said with what we have, they couldn't find a lower rate. A competitive rate is what they said. And I started thinking, how in the heck is that possible that that an insurance company, an insurance agent, can't find a lower rate for 260 plus year olds than a 35-year-old? I don't have teenagers. We don't have sports cars. One of us barely drives at all. So how in the heck is it possible that you can't find a better rate than what I already have? And I've come up with this. See if you can follow me here. I've come up with this. What I've come up with is that there is fraud. Not the fraud you're thinking about, but the fraud that happens in the offices of the legislature. Part of the problem here in Florida is that automobile insurance is a requirement to drive a car, actually own a car here in the state of Florida. You can't buy a car unless you already have insurance in place. It's the law. So much, in fact, that you could lose your freedom for not having car insurance. And some of you are going, that's not true, really. It is. It is. Because if you don't have car insurance, the insurance company will tell the state, they will tattle on you and say you don't have insurance on that car. And if it's not rectified in some amount of time, they will suspend your license. And if you are caught driving with a suspended license, then you can go to jail. And a lot of people do. I'm just telling you, a lot of people do. So the reason that you're in jail for your suspended license isn't because you were caught DUI, not that you caused an accident, that you were reckless driving, that you were speeding on the interstate, not that you ran over a 4-year-old in a neighborhood. All reasons that you probably should lose your license. You lost your license because you couldn't afford to pay for car insurance, which the state mandated. Follow me here. I'm about to make the jump. These kind of policies are the kinds of policies that make some people think that people like Mondani and Bernie Sanders have a point with their democratic socialism. They're wrong, but I can kind of see how they got there. Can you? Can't you kind of see how they got there? That life is too expensive, and maybe these insurance companies, these multinational conglomerates and stuff, maybe they should be taken down a peg, right? And it's out of frustration. It isn't out of somebody thinking through the situation. It's out of frustration. It's just out of pure frustration. It isn't that I don't understand that car insurance is a good idea, or insurance in general is a good idea. It's a good idea. I really was happy that when I got a big crack in this windshield, that because I have car insurance, I could get it repaired. Now, I was thinking when I was just saying that sentence that I got it repaired for free. I did not. We've been paying premiums to this company for 20 years, so it was not free. Prepaid. But I didn't have to come out of pocket in this instance. We're taking care of it. And for the other incursions, I did not have to come out of pocket for it at that time. So it was nice. So I'm not saying that car insurance or homeowners insurance or life insurance, that they aren't good ideas, because it is a good idea. Car insurance in particular would be a good idea if it was forced on you or not. Wouldn't it? That's already been proven to me. And frankly, I would probably buy it anyway. And my guess is that there'd be a lot more people with car insurance because the benefits of it sell itself. It doesn't have to be mandated. It doesn't have to be mandated. if it makes more sense to have than to not have, then people will spend the money on it, especially if the cost was somewhat affordable. I think so, anyway. Some of you are going to tell me that I'm wrong, but I'm out here now driving around a lot of people, and I think the numbers tell me that probably somewhere between 10 and 12% of the people who are driving vehicles right now are driving without car insurance. And some of them are driving on suspended licenses. And you know what? They don't care. And they don't care because they don't have choices. They can't care. They can't care because they have to get to work. They have to live their lives. And they have to drive their cars to do it. So some of them know their license has been suspended. They know. And they know why. There are some of them that don't know. They got the letter in the mail. It came from the state. I think it's from the state Office of Financial Responsibility. Because I've got one of those letters. I know what they look like. Right? And they were like, I'm not even opening it. Screw it. Right now there's nothing I can do about it. Right? So, what do you think? Do you think it's time to start looking, especially here in Florida, other places around the country that mandate automobile insurance? You think it may be time to start looking at that again, and maybe think about maybe not mandating car insurance? Because what that does is that it'll force competition, and competition always brings prices down and service up. What do you think? Anyway, more insurance rants later, because there's one to come. Till we see you again, have a tremendous rest of the day. Go out there and love somebody, learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sake, y'all take care of yourself. We will see you when we see you. Bye-bye now.